All right, now can we talk about Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, so I just wanted to get that.
Thoughts?
Overall thoughts?
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good doc. Personally.
Okay.
Agreed.
I'm a fan of Charlie Sheen. I'm a huge fan of Charlie Sheen. And I love his honesty in this whole thing.
He got honest.
I think he did.
He got very
I
honest.
feel like he did.
It's all out there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Enough.
Turn that menu over.
A lot of meals on that menu we didn't know about, did we?
I was a big fan of Charlie Sheen early in his career. I loved Platoon. I think he's personally, he's the most handsome of his family and not the most talented. He was very good in certain roles, but I always thought, father is a great actor. I thought Emilio has a lot of chops, not only in acting, but even directing. He's done well. And I will give Charlie Sheen his props he says he's been clean for 8 years now.
7.
This is 7?
He kept saying that, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He exaggerated just a little bit?
No, he kept saying,
six
whenever
and
someone else said
correcting
8, he'd be like, no, it's 7.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was like,
Well, that's a little bit of humility that's, I think, is helpful if you're in the program. And he doesn't seem
Not in the
to
program.
have humility. Oh, he's just white knuckling
he
it?
does say that. He's not in the program. He's basically done it himself. From what I took from it. Maybe
I think that's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a very big accomplishment to stay clean that long. But
there's a
he
lot
still
to
has
unwrap here too. By the way.
He has a lot of arrogance. That's the thing that to me just stood out more than anything.
That's funny. I was talking to my brother about this week, and he said the same thing. He's like, I'm like, really? Somehow I didn't
get that. I got almost some humility.
But that's the second time I've heard it, so it must be true.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Yeah, you did. So now, yeah. So
yeah.
I just thought that that's part of why he had the addiction issues that he did, was his arrogance. I don't know. I didn't find him, first of all, to me, this doc was about Charlie Sheen's addiction. It wasn't about Charlie Sheen. They didn't really go into his acting a lot. They didn't even mention Men at Work. How do you not mention Men at Work?
Thank you for bringing that up, my friend.
What are we doing?
Thank you for bringing that up.
That was ridiculous. Clearly, him and Emilio don't have a good relationship.
I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think they ever have.
I think it's
It
always
goes
been
back,
kind of
yeah.
strange. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember that movie kind of being a big deal, that they were actually working together. But the fact that they didn't really talk about his acting, I felt like they didn't really talk that much about the whole disaster that was 2.5 Men. I thought they kind of... they didn't ignore it, but I felt like there's way more to that story than they went into.
I was really surprised that John Cryer agreed to be a part of it.
How about Chuck Lorre?
Yeah.
I was shocked they had him on.
Yeah.
See, that's why I appreciated this doc, because they had everybody from his ex-wives.
Except for Martin Sheen and Emilio.
Well, I know, but his 2 ex-wives, his drug dealer.
That was amazing.
The guy who basically he had a meltdown on that changed his life, Chuck Lorre. John Cryer, I thought, was good because he got caught in the middle of it. His life changed.
You can tell he's still pissed.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I think he's more...
felt.
I think it's almost like PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, he went through that, and game change. That show was a game changer for him.
I think he showed a lot of grace, John Cryer.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of grace in that.
I agree.
Even toward Charlie Sheen.
I think John Cryer, this is totally speculative, right? But John Cryer was Ducky in Pretty in Pink, right? And then he was nothing for 20 years until he scored the role on 2.5 Men, right? Maybe not nothing. I don't really know his career. But he was not really... He wasn't on the A-list for anything, right?
Superman 4.
Right. I think that's a terrible movie.
You.
And I feel like, to Heidi's point about him being arrogant, is Charlie Sheen just kept getting, despite all of his faults and all of his addictions, he gets the thing on Spin City. He just kept getting opportunities.
Well, yeah,
when John Cryer had to wait 20 years to be relevant again, and then he basically threw it all away just because of his addiction again. So I can see why John Cryer is eternally pissed at him.
Yeah. Well,
what I mean?
and again, but he
And he got paid.
Well, he screwed his life up too.
Yeah.
John Cryer's making serious money at that time for the
Right.
first time in his life, I would assume. And then bang, only to, Cryer's resilience was able to step right back up with what's his name, Ashton Kutcher.
Did you guys? Did any of you watch 2.5 Men without Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, a little bit.
Was it like The Office without?
Yeah.
Michael
It
Scott?
wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the kids started coming of age.
Yep.
Cryer was
weird.
pretty good, and then
He did get weird. Yep.
and then the housekeeper, everyone kind of pulled their weight.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the Charlie
sounds-
Sheen show.
Sounds a lot like The Office.
Yeah, it was
After.
all right. It was okay, but it wasn't,
But that character was Charlie Sheen. So.
It's him playing himself,
Right.
yeah.
which was perfect casting,
yeah.
by the way.
Oh yeah, he was great in that show.
mean,
But you know what? So Charlie Sheen and Ozzy for me have these similarities because
Crazy.
because I consider Ozzy one of the best rock stars of all time. He was a game changer. Yet everyone remembers him as this caricature of himself and the documentaries and look at this, blabbering, burnout. And Charlie Sheen, I'm with you, man. I thought in the 80s he was one of my favorite actors. Everything he was in, I'm like, yeah, I got to see that.
Well, yeah, Ferris, Platoon, Wall Street. He had a run there that was
Major
unbelievable.
League.
Major League.
Major League.
Yeah.
Major League.
But how
Eight
about
Men Out. Yeah.
8 Man. But how about The Wraith? I thought that was good. Or No Man's Land, where he's a car thief. I'm
Oh,
like,
the movie you made me watch. Wasn't he in Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not his finest
Men at
moment.
work. I mean,
Hey.
you want to throw hot shots in there?
Hot
I mean, we can
shots.
keep going.
They did mention Hot Shots.
They did
Yeah.
too. It was like his comeback. I'm like,
But I mean, that guy. I mean, I thought he was great. I really. And then you watch him. He turned into a train wreck, and that's And then we get to the Tiger Blood, and he became a caricature. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, I don't think people understand how great of an actor this guy was.
I just
like Thomas disagrees. He's
No, I do think he was a great actor. I wanted to hear. I should say this wrong. I don't know if he was a great actor. I think I agree with Heidi where he was probably the worst actor of his family.
You ever, what about his brother?
I mean-
what about the other brother?
Well, you know what I mean.
You're technically an actor.
between his dad and Emilio.
yeah, no, I don't think he was that far
that's like
off.
putting up
But
worst
he-
actor of the.
But they didn't
some of
really.
the greatest actors.
They didn't really talk about that though.
No, I know.
The movie they talked about most was his cameo in Ferris Bueller.
Well, it did
which is
make
literally a
it
cameo.
really did make a splash, and it was one of those things. That's one of my favorite movies. But that scene, he did steal that.
Oh, it was
The
great.
scene. Yeah.
No, I agree, but in
Made it-
comparison, I just wanted to know more about Charlie Sheen than his drug addicted lifestyle, and the fact that he got a blowjob the first time he tried crack, or that he
I'd probably be doing crack right
he
now.
dabbled in bisexual, he dabbled in bisexual stuff, whatever, all that.
Bye.
Bye. I don't think it was
Well, whatever. Whatever you want to call it.
a gay.
I
Let's
don't
do it.
I don't even I don't even care about that stuff. I don't even know why.
Well,
did
it was that was a small part of the.
I know, but
of the
to me,
doc.
it's like, but why? I know, but I've seen him in numerous interviews, and of course they bring it up. But why would you even admit to that? Who cares? Why would you even? To me, that's just
I don't know.
Did you get the sense?
that's just
He said he wanted
sensationalism.
to get off his chest.
I mean, but
whatever.
for why?
It seemed like he was almost like,
No.
this is how crazy I was. I did this, and then a couple times it was like it seemed that he was like, this is how much I could actually tolerate.
Oh, I mean, there is that part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a badass.
He still has
Oh, even I
he
mean,
still has some
He
tiger
did blame it
blood
on
there.
drugs. though.
even
he made sure to blame it on drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Which makes me think that maybe his sobriety is not as strong as it could be,
Uh.
even with the arrogance and the I don't know. I mean, I hope
I would not be surprised if tomorrow we woke up and Charlie Sheen crashed his car. Fucking especially now that he's on this tour talking about this whole thing. Even he kind of says it. He's like, just me talking about this is kind of making me
wanting
feel it.
music.
You know. I just want to go back real quick before I know we're moving fast here, but
so was Charlie.
him being a child on the set
Yeah,
of his father's Apocalypse Now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
it's almost kind
That
of like
is insane.
it's like the conversation we had with Kevin about just how impressionable you are at that age, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he talks about because they used to make those home movies with Penn, I guess. And then he comes back from his father making that movie, and now those movies they're making, they're all killing each other and shit. Like impression on a kid I thought was something that was.
Those were funny, by the way.
I
those
loved that.
movies.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Those were great.
I loved that part.
I guess I have to say it's not that I didn't like the doc because I did watch it. It's 3 hours long, both episodes, right?
I think like 2.
I watched it in one sitting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was glued in. I guess, but my takeaway is I don't really find him like an admirable person. I just think he's kind of a fuck up.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course he is.
I didn't really seem to have many endearing qualities, I guess.
I do admire his honesty. But,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I felt the same way. I didn't think he did say that Emilio and Martin Sheen just didn't want to take part in the documentary because of what it brings up for them emotionally, but that they were always supportive of him.
Yeah.
He did go out of his way to say that.
Right.
His father is a fucking angel. He stood by him throughout this every time he fucked up.
Yeah, he was.
His dad's bringing him to rehab. His dad's in the hospital. Fucking, like, I don't know.
But
So-
if you know anything about the psychology of addiction, the fact that each time he did something, then he ended up like getting handed this role, or I mean, that really enabled
did.
him to go as
What
far
are the
as he did.
circumstances?
And it also speaks of his.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think he's talented, but that does speak of his talent. That he was, how much shit he's done, and shit on the industry, and then he comes out of it, and there's a job for him, and he's.
I don't think that he's not talented.
Yeah.
I do think that
Same here.
He was, in his mind, he was comparing himself to his dad and his brother and didn't feel that he measured up. And I think part of, maybe John Cryer said, oh, this guy doesn't believe that he deserves, deep down, he does, he comes across as very arrogant, but deep down he doesn't believe that he deserves his success when he gets it.
Well, his
So,
father and
helps.
brother both like hit huge success before he did. Not his fault. He's just younger, like, I mean, even Emilio, Breakfast Club. I mean, that made him a legend overnight, I mean,
Right.
Outsiders. And of course, Martin Sheen, Apocalypse Now, throw in any other movie you want, Badlands. I mean, like what, but I don't think
Big
it took
shoes
him
to
long.
fill. Big shoes to
but it
fill.
didn't take him long. Platoon.
Yeah.
Platoon freaking.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
And then
His
Wall Street.
father makes an amazing war movie, and then somehow
like
he
10
gets
years
that.
later.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Not even 7 years.
Yeah. Well, I think they shot it
Oh yeah.
10 years
you
apart.
Could be right. Yep.
Apocalypse got
Yeah.
released later. But, I mean, you look at that run, just Platoon and Wall Street back-to-back alone. I mean, most people in their career can't do 2 movies like that. He
So
did it
I
in 2
think
years.
because it happened so fast.
Yeah.
He thought, well, this has kind of been handed to me, and maybe because of my father, or maybe I think there was a little
in
part of
his
him
mind,
that
maybe?
just said
Okay.
yes.
But he eclipsed
said-
them.
Right. He
Both
hit
of
it,
the whole family eclipsed them. Like,
and he kind of fell into it.
he still had to
It
do
wasn't
the
a
work.
big goal, right?
So
So he thought, oh, this came pretty easily,
yeah.
and he didn't have to work for it the way other people might have to, and it kind of that led to his self-sabotage.
Oh, I probably would have done the same thing if I was him.
Crack.
So
I think- I
he
think
had a
crack
run-
helped him out.
He had a run where he went Lucas, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Platoon, The Wraith, Wisdom, just a cameo.
Yeah.
Wall Street, No Man's Land, 3 for the Road, 8 Men Out, Young Guns, Tale of Two
Guns.
Tale
Forgot
of
about
Two
Young
Sisters.
Guns.
He was a narrator, and then Major League.
That is strong.
Yeah,
That's a pretty
it's
good
run.
That's a good run.
He didn't he say three for the Road was like the worst piece of shit he's ever which it was. I mean, it was awful.
Yeah, I didn't
Pretty
see
bad.
it.
I didn't see it either.
It was the same girl that was in Lucas.
Yeah, the
with
redhead who was
Terry
in the
Green.
in the Goonies too.
So I thought the drug dealer was kind of
I almost felt like that was like staged. Like, did you?
well, was it though? Because I'm like, they're interviewing him, and he's fat.
Did
as
he not
fuck,
notice that?
And I'm like,
Right.
why wouldn't one of the producers go, "Hey, buddy,
No.
Pull your shirt down."
No, if you're the producer, you're like, look at this guy.
You want
Oh
that.
yeah, you let him roll.
Yeah.
But if you're him, I don't know. I guess he's a drug dealer, so what does he care? But I mean, how do you not know your
then-
guts fucking hanging out?
No, I couldn't get past it
Christ,
either.
Come
But,
on, dude.
but then he actually helped Charlie get off drugs.
Yeah.
His drug. I thought that was
Yeah, Charlie probably woke up in
Weird.
bed with him the next morning. Was like, "Yeah, I'm quitting."
Is that
like,
yeah?
This is yeah.
That's when he
This
flipped the
going
menu.
too far.
Is that where the menu?
It's going too far.
Hot and spicy.
I'm done. I'm out.
Oh man.
I can't believe you guys haven't talked about Heidi Fleiss yet.
Oh no, I was going to talk about
I got a
other
whole
women.
page for her. Yeah, we'll get into that. But
Wow.
Heidi hit the wall.
Hard.
She wasn't alone.
I know, but I mean,
And
Oh.
he rolled on her.
and what was
so
the
easily.
parrots? What was up with the parrots?
I had to actually I had to find out, so I looked it up, and she runs like a parrot rehabilitation.
and they
or something.
clearly don't like her because she's like, "Come here, come here." No, the birds are like, "Fuck off, you psycho." Yeah,
I think she's struggling.
she does not look good.
She seems that she's struggling.
Well, to your point, Appleby, like they did go out and get everybody because like
Everybody.
yeah. And they kind of showed a lot of them in the beginning, which I was like, oh, John Cryer's going to be in it good. Chuck
Yeah.
Lorre's there. Nice. They got Denise Richards. This is going to be good.
I was still shocked at Chuck Lorre. Because, I mean, he scorched the earth with that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty visceral, but,
I think but Chuck Lorre came out on top because the show didn't end and he still made millions after Charlie left. I mean, Charlie f***ed himself and
yeah, I know. But,
You know,
I
Chuck
mean,
did pretty good for himself.
Right,
overall.
that's what- right.
I mean, even before he was.
yeah.
But
nailed
Charlie Sheen put him through it. The stress of
Yeah.
what's happening with my show. It takes a lot to make a show run that way.
Yeah, he did eviscerate him
oh,
publicly.
he scorched
pretty bad.
earth. Like,
yeah.
anti-Semitic. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it was pretty
it was
bad,
bad.
man. Like, that usually is the point of no return,
Yep.
Ask Michael Richards how, doing stuff like that
Yeah,
worked
I
out
know.
for him. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
But I can we talk about the wives? Because
I mean, they all
They
pretty much still love him, don't they?
they might need their own doc.
That's what I was
each
saying.
one.
Denise
Each one.
Rich. I mean, first of all, when she started crying, I was like, I feel horrible for this woman.
Yeah.
Like
She
she's got a
obviously
mouth on her
loved
too.
him.
She's got
She
a
did-
mouth on it. She's like, "Fucking just keep it in. Oh, fucking care if I'm crying." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Is
I was
it
like, "Take it easy.
is it too cruel if I say she should probably
Take the lip fillers out."
like file a lawsuit against her plastic surgeon?
No.
When
I
you
think
said
you're right
she's
on
got
point.
a mouth on her,
Yeah.
that's what
Her
I was
lips
thinking
are
you were saying.
Freaking terrible.
She does not look
Yeah.
good.
She's been
But
she's been through a thing or two. I mean,
How
I'm thinking,
hot was she though?
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, she was great.
that's why it was depressing to watch her in that.
yeah,
And I get it. Like, we all age. I get it. But like, when you do that to yourself,
I know.
and then the other one,
So many bad
Because she was so
plastic
she was
surgeries.
naturally beautiful.
just
Yeah.
smoke show of all smoke shows.
Yeah. And is she married now to someone else?
No, she was.
Oh, because I was
The
like,
guy lives in they're separated. He lives in the basement of the house with his parents
that
and
makes
brother.
sense then.
Yeah, it's nuts.
because she's like, I still love
Yeah.
him. I was like, wait, aren't you married to some
No.
dude? Like,
Is she on one of those housewife shows?
Yeah, I think she's on some
or
reality
OnlyFans?
show.
Didn't she do OnlyFans?
Actually, I heard
Her and her daughter or something?
I heard
Maybe
Big
not
J
together,
Big
but-
J Okerson was talking about it on the bonfire the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, they were talking about like the I guess she's got like 50 dogs. And the house is like she basically lives in like a hoarder situation now, and there's like just shit and everything.
What?
Oh yeah, it's not good. And her husband, I guess they got divorced, but they have to live in the same house.
Okay, so she has starred on reality series such as Denise Richards' It's Complicated, 2008 to 2009, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, 2019 to 2020, then again in the 2023-24 season, and then Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, which was this year.
Probably that's got to be it,
She does have an OnlyFans?
dude. Would you pay for that?
No, I just, for some reason, I
yeah,
just,
you know,
I
yeah.
thought her and
Actually,
her,
I think you would. I think you would.
I probably would.
Did she and Charlie have two daughters?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
confusing this.
And only one was in the documentary, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. The other one just like, no, thank you.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't blame her.
I might be wrong about that.
But you were
seems
saying
too young for that.
The wives need their own documentaries.
Both. How about the other one?
They definitely need their own
Brooke,
therapy.
Brooke Mueller.
Let me tell you
I
what.
thought she was fucked up.
Yeah,
you
did
she,
think?
she did not
You
seem
think?
well.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sober.
She
yeah.
did.
Yeah, she was definitely
you
freaking.
think?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, she was struggling.
yeah.
she's got some heavy.
I
stuff.
have to say,
She acknowledged that he helped her get clean.
I don't.
Heavy sweaters, baby.
I don't.
Oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
I don't know what you do as the producer or something, but I actually I cringe watching that. You know what it reminded me of? Remember the Doc and Daryl 30 for 30?
Yeah.
When
Doc?
Dwight Gooden was clearly not sober.
No.
And like,
yeah.
it was just sad to watch. It's like,
Yeah.
what, you know? But I don't know. As a producer, what are you going to do? Say stop not being sober? I mean, you know what I mean? They agree to do it. You got to do it. But, you know, I almost feel like you almost feel bad putting him on camera, but I don't know if there's really anything you can do. But I find that cringy to watch.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that he could,
Pull some
some hot babes.
some tens.
Yeah.
Wouldn't keep him, but
Yeah.
Did you have more
Do you
on?
want to keep them though?
Denise seemed like a good wife.
No, actually, you did.
I don't know about her and her 50 dogs and
Oh,
fish lips now.
actually, I do have something.
The Heidi Fleiss? Did you have
No.
more on that? Okay.
Oh no, I have something. I actually saw the Charlie Sheen
The what?
when he was on doing his tour. I went to it.
Oh, Tiger
Oh.
Blood? Of course you did.
I went to it.
And was it as bad as
It was the second one.
where?
Not the second one. It was the second.
Tour?
What do you call it? Version of it. So it wasn't him just up there by himself. He had an interview, or when they changed it up,
Yeah.
it was a little better.
Why, the
it
first time
wasn't good.
The first time it was like a one man show.
Oh, he just went up there and was just trying to
Tiger Blood.
figure
and-
it out.
Yeah,
and
boy.
I don't know if you remember, like one lady's like, if you guys spent money on this for the next show, you're losing your money. This
Yeah.
sucks. He's just rambling. He's doing nothing. So I have no reason why we went. I can't even justify it, but me, my ex, and the guy I worked with and his girlfriend, we were like, oh, he's playing in Hartford. Let's just go.
You drove to Hartford for that?
We're just
Oh,
like, let's go
Jesus.
check it
I
out.
thought you were going to say it was that Mohegan.
Yeah, so
And
yeah,
it's-
that I could pout.
It's
Yeah.
forgettable. Like I can't even really.
Drove to Hartford for that.
I have pictures of him on stage. That's all I remember. I just remember kind of them. The guy would kind of interview him and talk to him, but it was very forgettable.
That's a nice
Like,
little nugget, though.
I'm
that you
pretty
went
sure
and saw that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he forgot it too that night.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was crashing hard.
How about like his best friend, right? The guy who's totally sober.
The guy
Yeah.
that he grew up with.
How the hell
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you hang out in that house sober? I don't understand that.
it's insane.
How do you do that?
Do they don't speak of his if
Goddesses?
he's married or anything. This Tony guy, I'm wondering if maybe he's just getting some side. Maybe that's what.
Oh yeah,
But some hang around.
but
There's
still-
some ladies hanging around, and maybe
No, he seemed like
a good guy.
he
But
seemed like a good guy that had.
so do
yeah.
I. If Charlie Sheen's leftovers,
You would take it.
I'll take
what side of the menu?
Oh, boy.
the front side. I'm taking the front side.
Well, the guy's he's an intelligent, handsome, athletic guy. He like a talented guy, and he just seemed to I don't know.
Actually, seemed like a solid guy.
He did. He just seemed
Like,
like,
just
a
a
really solid
good
guy.
No, but I just don't know.
Like he had
how he
integrity,
actually-
and he didn't want this. This was his friend, and he was like, you know, I'm going to try to
But there-
prevent him from crashing and burning.
There is, but
He
there
didn't
is
do a very good
There is a
job.
point when Charlie was going through that shit, and all those people were in his house, and that guy was Tony was staying with him. I felt a little weird about.
I did
that,
too, man.
Like, all right, you're kind of feeding into the.
Yeah,
You're there.
you're
You know,
complicit.
you could pretend that you're
Yeah.
trying to protect him, but I don't know. You were something's there.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
There's skeletons in everyone's
Something's
closet.
there, like a romance.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
Hold on, because I had notes. Hold on a second. What about?
Oh, Sean Penn looks like shit.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
I mean, he smokes 3 packs of cigarettes a day. What do you think?
He's never been an attractive guy.
No?
How have we not talked about when he shoved ice cubes up his ass to
Oh,
finish the
I
scene?
wrote that down too.
What the f- was that?
You believe that though?
Uh,
That
Why?
seems a little
Wait.
embellished.
What do you mean? You've never done that?
No, I have, but I can't see him doing it.